Hello friend, have you ever wondered where is the cast of Monk 2002? In this video, you will see how have the actors of the movie Monk changed. You will know their real names and age. I will show you how they looked then, in 2002, and what's with them now, in 2025. Okay, let's go. Stanley Kamel as Dr. Charles Kroger. Born January 1st, 1943. One of the most fundamental aspects of Adrian Monk is his mental health, as he's afflicted with everything from obsessive-compulsive disorder to a fear of milk. While his assistants, Sharona and Natalie, help him function, it's his time in therapy that aids in his recovery more than anything. When the series begins, he's treated by Dr. Charles Kroger, played by Stanley Kamel. Kamel's career started in the 1960s, with most of his roles being on the small screen well into the 70s, including 182 episodes of the daytime soap opera, Days of Our Lives. Kamel managed to act in several feature films during his career, including Star 80 and Dead Men Don't Die, but it was television where he showed up the most. He played Dr. Kroger in 43 episodes, with his last appearance being Season 6 of Mr. Monk Paints His Masterpiece. Kamel is one of several Monk actors who passed away, with his death coming during the show's production. He died from a heart attack on April 8, 2008, at the age of 65. Emmy Clark as Julie Teeger. Born September 25, 1991. Emmy Clark portrayed Julie Teeger, Natalie's teenage daughter who occasionally got pulled into Monk's investigations. Though not a main character, Julie provided an interesting dynamic as both a surrogate family member for the lonely Monk and a window into growing up with a parent involved in dangerous detective work. Clark made a significant career pivot after Monk. Rather than continuing in acting, she transitioned to the media industry, working for the agency Good Apple before taking a position at TikTok as the vertical team lead. Her career demonstrates how former child actors often find fulfilling paths outside Hollywood. Clark did return to reprise her role as Julie in Mr. Monk's Last Case. Now she is 34. Jason Grace Stanford as Lieutenant Randy Disher. Born May 19, 1970. As Lieutenant Randy Disher, Jason Grace Stanford provided much of the show's comic relief with his off-the-wall theories and eagerness to impress. Despite his sometimes bumbling nature, Disher grew considerably throughout the series, eventually becoming police chief in Summit, New Jersey. Grace Stanford has maintained a steady acting career with guest appearances on Justified, Bones, and The Boys. He's ventured into voice acting and launched the Randy Disher podcast, interviewing former castmates and discussing the show. His life took a dramatic turn in 2020 when he required a heart transplant. Since recovering, he's returned to acting, appearing in Disney Plus' Percy Jackson series and NBC's The Irrational. Now he is 55. Hector Elizondo as Dr. Nevin Bell. Born December 22, 1936. Hector Elizondo joined the cast as Dr. Nevin Bell, Monk's new therapist who guided him through the final seasons. Elizondo brought a different energy while maintaining the therapeutic relationship crucial to Monk's character development. Since Monk ended, Elizondo has remained active with a long-running role as Ed Altzate on ABC's Last Man Standing and voice work for animated series like The Book of Life and Elena of Avalor. Throughout his career spanning over 150 credits, he has advocated for positive portrayals of Latino characters, often declining roles that depicted his culture negatively. Now he is 88. Melora Hardin as Trudy Monk. Born June 29, 1967. Melora Hardin played Trudy Monk, Adrian's beloved late wife whose murder drove much of the series. Though appearing primarily in flashbacks and videos, Trudy's presence loomed large, with the mystery of her death becoming central to the show's conclusion. After Monk, Hardin gained widespread recognition as Jan Levinson on The Office, a character drastically different from the warm, supportive Trudy. Her diverse career since has included roles in Transparent, earning her an Emmy nomination, and The Bold Type. Hardin has explored directing and competed on Dancing with the Stars in 2021. Finishing 6th, now she is 58. Biddy Schramm as Sharona Fleming. Born July 17, 1968. Biddy Schramm's Sharona Fleming was Monk's original nurse-turned-assistant, known for her no-nonsense attitude and Brooklyn accent. Her departure midway through the third season marked a significant shift for the show, though she returned for a guest appearance in the final season to provide closure for her character. Following Monk, Schramm's acting career became sporadic with guest roles in shows like Kitchen Confidential and Ghost Whisperer. Her last acting credit was in the 2016 film Moment of Clarity, and she notably did not return for Mr. Monk's Last Case. Before her iconic role as Sharona, Schramm appeared in A League of Their Own as Evelyn Gardner, the player who prompted Tom Hanks's famous line, "There's no crying in baseball." Her last credited part came as Officer Laurie in the 2016 film, Moments of Clarity, for which she was nominated for a Maverick Movie Award alongside the rest of the cast. Her only previous award nomination was for a Golden Globe in 2004 for playing Sharona. Now she is 57. Kane Rashad as Benji Fleming. Kane Rashad was born on the 11th October 1991 in California, USA. Kane Rashad played Benji Fleming, Sharona's young son who appeared in the early seasons. Though a minor character, Benji helped humanize Monk, who developed a protective instinct toward the boy despite his general discomfort around children. After Monk, Rashad took an entirely different career path, focusing on music rather than acting. He became a drummer for bands including Portugal, The Man, and built a successful music career. He also blended his musical talents with acting in the Amazon series Daisy Jones and the Six, bringing his career full circle. Now he is 34. John Turturro as Ambrose Monk. Born February 28, 1957. John Turturro appeared in only 3 episodes of Monk, but he made a mark as Adrian's brother, Ambrose. Like Adrian, Ambrose has difficulty negotiating the world and is agoraphobic, so he almost never ventures outside. When we first meet Ambrose in Season 3, he's barely functional and refuses to leave the house because he's still waiting for his father to return. Adrian knows this won't happen, but eventually, their dad does show up, but not in a way that helps Ambrose, a sympathetic character who finds himself wrapped up in a murder mystery. Turturro depicts Ambrose with sensitivity and grace, making it one of his most evocative performances. He and Tony Shalhoub first worked together in Barton Fink, where Turturro starred as the lead. Some of his other notable pre-Monk roles include films like Do the Right Thing, Miller's Crossing, The Big Lebowski, and Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? His more recent notable performances include playing Carmen Falcone in The Batman and Agent Simmons in the Transformers film franchise. Lately, Turturro's biggest role has been on Severance as Irving Bailiff. Now he is 68. Traylor Howard as Natalie Teeger. Born June 14, 1966. Traylor Howard joined the cast in Season 3 as Natalie Teeger, replacing Sharona as Monk's assistant. Her character brought a different dynamic, more patient with Monk's peculiarities but equally capable of standing her ground when needed. Their relationship evolved throughout the series into one of mutual respect and genuine friendship. Unlike many of her co-stars, Howard largely stepped away from the spotlight after Monk concluded. On the Randy Disher podcast, hosted by former co-star Jason Gray Stanford, she revealed she chose to focus on raising her children rather than pursuing more acting roles. Now she is 59. Ted Levine as Captain Leland Stottlemeyer. Born May 29, 1957. Ted Levine portrayed Captain Leland Stottlemeyer, Monk's sometimes frustrated but ultimately loyal friend within the police department. Stottlemeyer's evolution from skeptic to believer in Monk's abilities became one of the show's most satisfying character arcs. Already known for his chilling portrayal of Buffalo Bill in The Silence of the Lambs before Monk, Levine has since maintained a steady presence in both television and film. His distinctive voice and commanding presence have made him perfect for roles in shows like FX's The Bridge and TNT's The Alienist. He also joined the cast of AMC's Mayfair Witches for its second season. Now he is 68. Tony Shalhoub as Adrian Monk. Born October 9, 1953. Tony Shalhoub brought the titular detective to life, crafting a character whose brilliance was matched only by his debilitating fears and quirks. His portrayal earned him 3 Emmy Awards and made Adrian Monk one of television's most memorable characters. Recognizable even to those who never watched the show. After Monk, Shalhoub's career continued to flourish. He found tremendous success on Amazon Prime's The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel as Abe Weissman, winning an Emmy for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Comedy Series in 2019. Beyond television, he's contributed voice work to the Cars franchise as Luigi and portrayed Splinter in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movies. His versatility earned him a Tony Award in 2018 for his performance in the band's Visit on Broadway and reprised his role of Monk in the 2023 film Mr. Monk's Last Case, a Monk movie. Shalhoub has even ventured into the culinary world as an investor in the Michelin-starred New York City restaurant Resdora. Now he is 71.